I'm Amy. This is Living in Chrysalis, and I have friend mail. I'm so excited. So let's get to it. Welcome or welcome back. As I said, I have friend mail. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna try to be careful not to show any addresses, whether hers or mine, because, you know, privacy. All right. Dang it. Sorry, I would do this more in front of you, but again, there's addresses on both sides. Okay, here we go. It's such a pretty shiny bag. Look, it's shiny. Okay. Of course, a couple of you ladies already have my addresses. None of the guys do. If I even have any guy subscribers. I think I might, but I'm not entirely sure. Because it's kind of odd, because while my inbox shows some of the subscribers as they join, it doesn't show all of them. So who knows? All right, so got some lovely foam wrapping. And bubble wrap bag. And here we have the Revolution Reloaded Marvelous Mattes. Yes, it is a rainbow matte palette. I'm so excited. The only rainbow palette like this that I found here was a shimmer palette, or at least it had a lot of shimmers. This one is completely matte, and I'm so excited to try this. So, as you may have heard from me saying over several videos, I've become somewhat obsessed with red eyeshadow. And this has a red matte. Okay, I'm going to do the speed up thing now. It's a nice matte white, very handy. I'm so happy. I mean, as you can see, it did take a little bit of building up. Not too bad, not even as much as my I Heart Revolution donuts from the video I've already put up. But I'm actually starting to think with this red, I might get more mileage out of this strawberry donut palette than I initially expected. I wasn't very crazy about my full-on look from this palette, but I actually think perhaps combining some of the colors from this palette with this one might do very well. So that'll be a fun experiment, but for right now I'm just using this one so I can get an idea how these work. I'm going to do the look after the things. I really like how this one turned out. This one, I can't tell if this pale blue kind of blended away or if it's just because it's a pale blue. I said normally I wouldn't put a pale matte on the lid, but I'm just playing for today. So let me run out with my finger and see if that helps. Okay. This pale blue matte does need considerable building up, but oh, that's much better. Feeling much happier about this. Of course, I'm delighted anyway because I've got a friend nail. I'm so excited. But I do want to play with this a bit more, so I've decided to bring in some backup. Yes. In my most recent video, I was saying how I really wanted to try some of the shades in these palettes with other eyeshadows to see what I can do. Well, this looks like a perfect opportunity. I have a beautiful matte red and a beautiful matte pink that, well, yes, I've already played with them some, but I want to play with them some more. These two matte shades in the Marvelous Mattes and the Strawberry Sprinkles are pretty similar. The one in the Strawberry palette is a little bit lighter, so I'm going to go with that one for a base color this time. To decide whether I wanted to use the more neutral but slightly pinkish matte here or a pink one. That's a dilemma. The one from the raspberry icing does look lighter on the skin, so I'm going to go with that one. Oh, let me make sure I've cleaned off my brush. There we go. Going in with the beautiful pink from this palette. From my Prezi. From my friend. Because she's awesome. All right, yeah. Okay, this pink does need some building up, or is it just that I'm doing it next to the red? So it's like, pow. Oh, need more, need more. Well, I'm what one calls a high contrast person. It was part of the Mary Kay training. They would teach you about low contrast looks, medium contrast looks, and high contrast. And most of the time they would reserve the high contrast looks for evening. But when I tried the low and medium contrast looks, it just didn't look like anything on me. And that's probably because my own coloring is fairly high contrast. I mean, I have pale skin, but I've got black eyebrows and dark hair. Well, except for the silver streaks. But yeah, I'm gonna be rocking the salt and pepper. Will I look distinguished or just old? So in this case, I've got this nice deep red that I think will look very nice right there. Smoke out, smoke in. Yeah, because I don't apply it out because I like to keep my eyeshadow within my eyebrows and my wing. So I already know my wing's going right about there, so I try not to go outside that line. Oh, hang on, here's just a little weird spot. I don't know if it's some sort of unseen scar or unseen wrinkle or something, but I have these spots kind of about there and there that just are much harder to get a smooth eyeshadow look on. I must be getting old. But overall, I suppose it's better than the alternative. I'm going to do the same thing with this sort of mauvey raspberry color. This, I'd say this is the palette that closest matches the icing on the raspberry icing. So that's fun. All right, let's slap some more on there. I don't know, reds and pinks, who knew? I figured at my age I would just be brown and more brown. Like I was during my 30s. My 20s was more black and gray eyeshadow, and then I shifted over to brown and more brown and purple. In my 30s to be responsible. I'm still responsible, but probably less so. Looks are going to have to diverge a little bit because I'm going to use the lighter red shimmer here to work on my semi halo eye. Because I can't resist. I love this color. Why can't I quit you? All right. But there is no corresponding shimmer in the raspberry palette, so I'm going to wind up using this pretty pink matte. I mean, they're already going to be quite different because one eye is pink and one eye is red. But I figured I would at least throw that wee little explanation-y thing in. And of course, there's transfer into my eyes, but A, I'm not wearing eye primer, and B, it seems to happen a bunch anyway, so I think that's just my life now. And I'm gonna do the things so you get an idea of the final look. Here's what we're looking at now. And I just realized that in doing this look on each side, I used 6 eyeshadows. So a 6 eyeshadow look seems to be my top as far as, shades using in the look. I'm not counting, that they're different eyes.